From hell, my old bestie said my...
Wait. Yeah. What's good, y'all? Back at it again with another reaction. This time we have Bugsy Malone. I'm so happy to see he's healthy enough to put out some new music. Every time he goes through an experience that's really life-changing, it comes with some really powerful music afterwards. Also, if you've seen any of my recent community posts, you know I really wasn't planning on putting out any songs, but I know that this one is really special because Lee to the VI said he wanted to see my reaction. So when Lee to the VI calls, you answer. But really quickly, if you haven't already, check out my most recent mashup. I put together a Brooklyn drill song with some UK drill songs, all on the same beat, produced by Ghosty. I have it pop up somewhere here on the screen. Also, if you have any songs that you want me to react to, go into the description below. There you'll find a link where you can submit your recommendations and also vote on other people's recommendations. It helps me get a feel for exactly what it is y'all want to hear me react to. But I don't want to hold y'all too much longer. Let's get it. Manchester Evening News 3,
Yo, it's Bugsy Malone.
Let's see this.
See, as soon as I got to the hospital, the nurses told me I'm lucky to be alive. 3 weeks later, I get a blood clot in my chest. The shit nearly killed me. And now I'm back. You don't call me the king of the north for nothing. Watch this. Alright, so mommy used to sell herself. Drop a couple rocks into a pipe and light it up. Think I didn't come from hell. My old bestie said my...
Wait, you can't start with a line like that. I feel literal chills. What the hell? Whoa.
You don't call me the king of the north for nothing. Watch this. Alright, so mommy used to sell herself. Drop a couple rocks into a pipe and light it up. Think I didn't come from hell. My old bestie said my head's gone. It must be mental health. But I got killers in my family, in case you couldn't tell. And I didn't want to see them niggas, so I got it hella stealth. And when I saw those idiots, I told them by myself that I don't fear nobody. I've still got ups that want me bodied, but them man are still living in a cell. And if I have to go back there, I swear.
Whoa.
I got it hella stealth. And when I saw those idiots, I told them by myself that I don't fear.
And the thing about this is that he's saying relatively simple things, but the way that he's placing it in the verses,
nobody. I've still got ups that want me bodied, but them man are still living in a cell. And if I have to go back there, I swear I'm going in. I pray a lot these days in case I have to sin. I tell them till my mouth goes dry and I need a drink. I sleep well these days, I never miss a wink. And no, I didn't catch the virus, still this pain in my chest. A court case coming, fuck fame for a sec. I'm gonna have to stand and take judgment again, but I can look him in his eye. I have my baby to protect. Couple things I never said out loud. Mouth goes dry and I need a drink. I sleep well these days, I never miss a wink. And no, I didn't catch the virus, still this pain in my chest. A court case coming, fuck fame for a sec. I'm gonna have to stand and take judgment again, but I can look him in his eye. I have my baby to protect. Couple things I never said out loud, I've just been living with it. I gotta speak hard, though it's fucking with my spirit. A school tie around my neck and hanging from the ceiling. He burst into the room, I was embarrassed when he see me, so I put it to my wrist and yeah, I split it. Didn't cut it.
whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. He just finds new ways every single time.
I gotta speak hard, though it's fucking with my spirit. A school tie around my neck and hanging from the ceiling. He burst into the room, I was embarrassed when he see me, so I put it to my wrist and yeah, I split it. Didn't cut it deep, though I gotta say I shit it. Her mummy was a nitty, but when I heard she turned one of her customers into my dad, I gotta say I really nearly did it. But I told myself I would never do anything silly. I told myself I'd take it out on niggas that fuck with me, and that's why I never lost, and that's why I'm a boss, and that's why I was the first one to rep my city. I got fake friends talking like I don't show intelligence, like I didn't demonstrate due diligence. Man telling me about my residence, like I couldn't give a green light and leave no evidence. Place in the Louis, waves under the Dewey, skeleton Cartier, so
He said waves under the dewy. Yeah, that's
demonstrate due diligence. Man telling me about my residence, like I couldn't give a green light and leave no evidence. Place in the Louis, waves under the Dewey, skeleton Cartier, so I can see through it. See these levels to this great shit. Me, I'm top.
I'm sorry, yo. This visual is so simple, but they're choosing just the right shots to make it
like I couldn't give a green light and leave no evidence. Place in the Louis, waves under the Dewey, skeleton Cartier, so I can see through it. See these levels to this British shit. Me, I'm top tier. Any talk of me not being a legend stops here. When the car pulled out, I knew that we was crashing, and at the point my life was meant to start flashing. I just blacked out, woke up on the concrete with feathers everywhere. The Montclair was dragged down, me, I had it mapped out. Now I got bleeding on the brain, the same shit that killed my cousin. I swear I missed Dane. Couple niggas turned out to be fake.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
On the concrete with feathers everywhere, the Montclair was dragged out. Me, I had it mapped out. Now I got bleeding on the brain, the same shit that killed my cousin. Yeah, I swear I missed Dane. Couple niggas turned out to be fake, but I'm too rich to argue these days, so I just give it space. On the hospital bed, the morphine on me tripping, giggling at nothing, into reminiscing. Crashed doing 70 without wearing a helmet. Believing God or not, there's no denying a blessing. I was on the ward, slowly healing. Lay on the bed and my chest was beating. The blood clot passed through my heart and into my lungs, and the pain was a deeper feeling. I shot.
Yo, that visual.
Blessing, I was on the ward, slowly healing. Lay on the bed and my chest was beating. The blood clot passed through my heart and into my lungs, and the pain was a deeper feeling. I shouted for the nurse, I could feel myself leaking with a face full of sweat. Could barely catch my breath, even though I knew I was hanging by a thread. I told the nurse that there's no way I'm dying on this bed, fuck that. Now I'm supposed to feel weak. For some reason, though, I feel like a Wolverine. Like I smashed the side of the car up with my physique and left a big boy dent in the concrete. They put me in the newspapers and magazines. You better recognize a legend when you catch a sneak peek. It's not the first time I've shed blood on the street, but the way they taped it off, it was like a murder scene, huh? Fucking Bugsy Malone, 2020, the fucking resurrection. Yeah.
I feel chills. I am speechless. Wow. Shout outs to Bugsy. I'm so happy he took the time to recoup and just like take a break. And shout outs to these people who sent some real genuine messages to him while he was away. Wow. Is there a little bit more? And he put the tire tracks, I guess, like representing the accident. So in this channel, we hold the vows. That means we're gonna get straight into it. How could I give this anything but a 10? I do understand why some people might say this is the best in the trilogy. I still think I want to give it to 2, mostly because I feel like this one left me with a little bit more to be desired. I feel like it ended so abruptly and I just wanted some more. It had the perfect balance, it had the transitions in the sound and in everything, and it just ended on a really strong note. This one, it felt like it ended on a cliffhanger. What this song represents to me the absolute most is his growth as a person. When you hear the things that Bugsy Malone was talking about before and just the raw aggression and then just, you know, everything that was happening.
Look, when I was about 10, ended up robbing all of my school friends for the Pokemon cards, finger skateboards. 6 years before I ever went pen, 5 years before I got expelled, 4 years before I got kicked out, 3 years before I was a good student, 2 years before I got missed out.
It was so aggressive, like he was talking about so much, but you could hear the pain. Right, if you really focus on it, you can really hear the pain and what it was he was expressing.
They don't want to hear no creative shit in this lyric. Oh. They just want to hear how I drag man out of a Civic. Oh, yeah, and I broke my hand when I did it, because I broke his jaw and I broke him down and I made his friends look silly.
And it's over time you hear the trajectory of like his growth. It just kept evolving. I mean, he wasn't talking about the same things anymore. His mindset changed. He became a businessman above all else. And then that was reflected in his music.
I got a brand new 3-bedroom crib with spotlights in the ceiling, it's sick. Got a beanbag in the computer room, all I need now is Grand Theft Auto 6. Why did I want to be a gangster? When will I get rid of this pain? Feels like I'm in handcuffs. I want to fly to the south of France. I want to learn how to salsa dance.
And every time he had an experience, like I said before, like everything that came after that, I was able to reflect on what it was he learned from that.
Now that I'm famous, I've had to change the way that I think and the way that I act. Emotionally switched off. I'm only just fixing it now. I've got to thank my girl for sticking around.
This song to me also represents the importance of mental health and the importance of talking about it. Like he dropped some stuff I don't think I've ever heard him say before. And I've listened to some of his early mixtapes, I've listened to his albums, and I just I don't remember it. I think, you know, above all else, what I really appreciate is his vulnerability, man. To be able to come on here and talk about the things he was talking about. Like he could have just, you know, chose to come and just talk about, you know, the accident and all that stuff. That was really like a small piece of what this was. This was, to me, what it sounded like is like, listen, y'all almost lost the opportunity to hear this stuff from me. So I'm gonna give you some things that, you know, you may not have even heard before. I'm gonna give it to you just unfiltered. And I also think it's important, you know, that Bugsy, especially as a black man, him using his platform to talk about mental health and talk about his trauma. And for those of you who may feel like, you know, what's the significance of that? We need these spaces to talk about our, you know, what we're going through and our vulnerabilities and our traumas. and just like use that sharing of that experience as a way to help other people get through it, especially people who look like you and who can identify with you. And Bugsy Malone himself is no stranger to delving into the topics of race and all that stuff in his music. He's mentioned it in his music in the past.
Never been baptized. I was in school with a slack tie, totally confused when that guy asked me why I was black and my dad's white. I came home like, Mom, have you got time? Why am I black and my dad's white?
Lee, I want to thank you for pushing me to do this reaction, because I knew it was going to be something serious, but I didn't know it was going to be that serious. Wow. I don't want to hold y'all any longer. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, share this video. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the rest of my reactions. I have some more coming for y'all. But until next time, peace.